little boys missing out of Saratoga Springs, Utah. We have an Amber Alert. We have some urgency here. We need to find these little babies. Wesley and William Richman. 10 months old and less than 2. Now, they know who has the boys. Well, hopefully. The father didn't show up for court regarding custody, and then the mother called in a wellness check. The police went to the house there in Saratoga, Utah, and everything seemed okay at first. They didn't see anything out of ordinary. They left. On Saturday, he's supposed to return the children after a custody visit where he had the kids, and the mother's been unable to do anything because at the time the children were legally supposed to be with the father for that visit. So on Thursday, she doesn't know where her kids are already, and they're not doing nothing. She's frantic, like hands tied, until that moment where the clock happens to go ding, time up, it's your turn to have the kids. Then she puts everything into it right away, and Amber Alert is out there. The dad, now you guys, wait till you see their home. It's a very nice home. Beautiful mountains in the background. This is a very well-off family. Who just joined us? Oh, Lou, 17 months. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lou. I appreciate you. And we're doing awareness today in Jennyville for 55 months. I love you too. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so I have a birthday wish. Yes, tomorrow is my birthday, and I have a birthday wish that both William and Wesley are returned safe. Period. That's my personal birthday wish. In the meantime, they're getting a divorce. This is a nasty custody battle. He's lost everything. He's got the house. He kept the house, but he's been selling off his stuff. And when the police went there to do the wellness check on Thursday, nobody was home, but there was a moving truck parked in front of the house. So where are the boys? Where is this little 10-month-old and under 2-year-old baby? And finally, mom speaks. So we've got a neighbor report interview. We have a family member interview, and now we have the mom interview. Now I'm just learning of this case, or I'd have been covering it much sooner. But there's a lot in this that reminds me, I'm scared to death to say it, because it ended so horrible for the 3 girls. But Travis Decker and his daughters, it's like that moment. Melanie, what was her name? She's still out there. Her court's coming up. That just left my mind, and I know that name. All I know is this is scary, and I want to get these babies' face out there that could be anywhere in the United States. And that being said, look at these gorgeous children. Now, this is Dane in the middle, the father, and that's the mom. And on either side of her, the little 10-month-old baby and the little 1.5-year-old. Oh my goodness, you guys. Are they not absolutely gorgeous children? We need them found. And so with your help, we're going to get the awareness out there. And let me get the phone number right away, just so you know. We are looking for a black 2025 Toyota Camry with the license plate A as in Apple, 561, H as in Henry, and L as in lose. I don't know. As in Leonard. A581HL, black Toyota Cam. Now the license plate could be a temporary plate and also be hard to see. I'm just worried. I'm just really, really worried about this. All right, you guys, let's get over here for a minute. We've got Wesley. He's the little one here. He's the 10-month-old. Wesley Richman. And last seen on May 16th, Saratoga Springs, Utah. He's 10 months old, a male, white race, blonde or strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes, 2 to 2.5 inches, 2 feet 2 inches, 23 pounds. That's it. Update. Vehicle possibly has a temporary tag. License plate may not be visible. There is concern for the safety and well-being of the children as the suspect is in financial desperation as well as a heated custody battle, and his mental status does not sound healthy. It says that the suspect has been seriously depressed, selling possessions, facing financial stress, and he abandoned his home. The first suspect is identified as Dane Stephen Richman. He is 6 foot 2 inches tall. He's 195 pounds. He has brown hair, green eyes, and will last unknown, wearing unknown. The first child abduction victim is identified as Wesley Dane Richman. He is 0, just 10 months, y'all. We don't know what they were wearing when Daddy took them. He has blonde strawberry hair, blue eyes, and I gave the weight and height. The second child is Will Thomas Richman, and he is 1, and they do not know what he was wearing either. So there's a little picture of Wesley, and these are both their Amber Alerts. Will Richman. So we have Wesley the baby. Oh, Wesley, he's so cute. And look at little Will. I could just kiss him all over. And this is the man, the father, Dane, that they are allegedly with. How's everybody doing? So I want to get this out there. We're going to go over the interviews real quick. If you've never heard of the case, welcome to it. I'm brand new at it too. A lot of us are. I know Betty Bullhorn's been covering it. And it just is surfacing in mainstream media. We need to get these babies found as soon as possible. And so I want to welcome you in if you are live with me. And also, if you're in the live chat, how is everybody? Smudger, Jennyville, Unspoken Heart Stillness, Lynn on YouTube, Lou, Nikki UK, Tilly. Thank you guys. Hi, Laura. Hey, Zozo. I appreciate all of you so very much for tuning in to help get the awareness out there. I don't usually ask you to. It's very rare. But please share this video because this is getting their face out there, getting their name out there. Share their missing poster. You can go to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children and find their missing poster if you can't see it online somewhere, and you can share that. And you can email me. I will print flyers for you and send them to you free of charge, up to 25. Now, I can only do probably 200 total flyers before I wouldn't have enough supplies, but I'd be willing to print 200 flyers. So if you don't have a way to get a flyer, you want to put it up in your area, let me know. I'll do my best to get that to you. Make sure if you email me requesting a flyer that you put your snail mail, your snail mail address with your zip, your postal code, and what country you're in, because maybe you want to post it in a different country. Now, you guys, I also would love to welcome my replay crew. You guys are amazing too, and I appreciate all of you. All the love and the support that you give this channel allows me to continue to do these things that fill my heart with so much worry for these children, but at the same time, it feels like at least we're able to give them a voice and get their face out there and spread the awareness. Now, you guys, when you listen to Mom, that's the hardest one of an interview. You can tell she's holding back a lot of emotions. It's rough watching. Laura says, Mama Deep, I missed you. Hope you're well. Your hair looks amazing. Well, thank you. I've been painting. It's my birthday week, and so on my birthday week, I was take some time off for myself. And the Nancy Guthrie case has kind of come to a little bit of a hiatus for a minute. I needed to step away, and I thought I would stay off YouTube probably until the day after tomorrow. But when I saw these two little baby faces, and oh my God, my heart, Lord above, please bring these babies home safe. I'm just saying. Thank you, Unspoken Heart Stillness. Thank you for posting. Need to have a look at this case tomorrow, Mama, as first I have seen of it. Right. Okay, I'm going to bring you completely up to speed. So here's the first interview I saw. And let's go ahead and just understand a little bit about even the family interviews.
The family says it's the hardest thing they've been through. Their two little boys are missing.
Wait, you're not hearing it. We've got two. Okay. Let me rewind. I was checking my sound to see.
The family says it's the hardest thing they've been through. Their two little boys are missing, and they're asking for your help to bring them home safely.
Here are the brothers, Will and Wesley. Will is almost
Precious.
2 years old, and Wesley is almost 1.
No network is too small. There's no location that's wrong to share it with everybody.
Their
Family
mom's
member.
sister, Kate Walter, said the last time they saw the
You
boys
can see their
was
Will
when their
taking
dad,
care of
Dane
y'all.
Richman, now here's his picture, picked them up from the mom's house in Washington State. That was on May 16th. Kate said he missed a deposition on Friday, and she said when police arrived at the house in Saratoga Springs for a welfare check, they found a moving truck outside and nothing inside the house, and no one could reach Dane.
That was terrifying to not know where her boys were. So, again, unfortunately, because technically he still had custody that day, we could not legally do a single thing about it.
On Saturday,
So what she just said was, on Thursday, when he didn't show up for his court date on the custody hearing, she freaked out. Like, where are my boys? If he's not showing up for court, where are the babies? So she called in a wellness check. They went and they're like, well, everything looks fine. I mean, there's a moving truck there, but house looked fine. They couldn't do nothing. Thursday night, Friday, and then Saturday, I believe, was when the children were supposed to be returned, and he didn't show up with them either. So Thursday and Friday, until that meeting on Saturday, the police weren't going to do anything because he could be anywhere he wanted with the kids except out of state. And it wasn't her turn, so, what a wonderful built-in head start for a very naughty parent. Now, I don't know what he's done. I'm praying that this is one of those kind of, custody battles where he wants the boys to himself and, so forth. But if he's selling his property off, that is horrifying. That scares me.
said he was supposed to bring them to the mom, but never showed. Shortly after that, the Amber Alert went out because of concerns for the boys' safety.
Dane, if there's any small chance that you would see this, that your family cares about you and we're worried about you. And we just need to know you're safe. We need to know you're safe. We want to know where you are. And please bring the babies home. Give them the life that they were meant to have.
Authorities said they could be in a black Toyota Camry with a Utah license plate A561HL, but the car could have temporary tags and the plates might not be visible. Kate also said Will is walking now, but it's more of a waddle walk. He has big blue eyes and dimples. Wesley is crawling and is very happy.
Wesley is just now crawling. He's able to crawl. And William is able to walk now, but just with a little waddle. These are so tiny babies that are just learning their mobility. If he's under mental stress, I had babies back to back. They were 15 months apart. So I had a 0 and I had a 1. you know, both on bottles, both in diapers, both everything. That stress level alone to make sure that you're, you know, covering both sides is so hard mentally. You're exhausted because when one baby's sleeping, the other may not be. If there's any, you know, this one has a tummy ache or anything like that, you got one kid not getting the attention while the other is. If you're alone, I can't imagine. If you are literally in desperation financially, if you're in a custody battle, if you're mentally depressed, that is like the perfect, horrific storm for a very serious situation. I'm just worried. He fired his attorney, his custody attorney. Yes, Blue Ramble Rose. He fired her. He fired his custody attorney. Tilly44, hello, lovely. This is the first time I'm hearing about this case. Thank you for covering this. Our children are going missing all over the world, and no one is doing anything to keep them safe. Keep spreading the word. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Nikki. Now, tomorrow we have our deck party on my birthday, so you know I'm going to have a little extra giveaway for you guys. I'm very excited because I made you something to give away. I painted a picture. You want to see it? All right, hold on, you guys. I'm going to put these babies' faces on the screen. Let me go get their face and his, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to go get what I'm giving away. Are you ready? Here's one I did. Isn't that beautiful? It's just a scene like a sunset with a little ocean. Let me see how close we can get it. All right. Or I don't know which one I'm giving away. I'm giving away one of these. Here's another ocean scene I did. Am I holding them up straight for you? So, I'm giving away one of my paintings tomorrow, and I'm painting a third one. I love to paint. Yes, show us, says Laura. So you want to tune in. You might win one of the paintings. Aw, thank you, Nikki. I've been painting. Aw, thank you, Smudger. OMG, says Jennyville. Love the sunset. Dane says, Danny, you want to see the sunset one more time? I wonder. Let me just flip it over to our reading screen. And that way you can see it much better. I'll just take the comments off. There you go. It's a lot easier for you to see. Of course, there is a shadow up here, so you're not getting the full effect. And then I'll show you this one. And I painted it. I got to paint this one on the side. I did it over here, and I forgot this side. So I've got to do that side. But I did a little ocean. I got some birds up in here. I've got some beautiful water and some sand. I've been thinking about Lynette Hooker and the ocean. And I was born in Florida. Church train coming through. I was born in Florida, and so I was wishing Lynette Hooker well, because she's missing too. And her nasty husband's lying, in my opinion. As Ashley Banfield would say, he's not charged yet, but he may be soon. Soulmate's been pulled and taken to another facility for further investigation. Okay, so, ooh, the waves, both stunning. Thank you, Zoe. Blue Rose Rambling says, I didn't know you could paint. I can. Aw, thank you, Nikki UK. Thank you, Virginia. Aw, thank you, Catherine. All right, you guys, back over to these gorgeous little faces. So we've got Wesley the baby, and we've got William, who is almost 2, Richman. And then we have Dane, the dad. So let's get back over and finish this interview. I think we were right about here. But yeah, deck party tomorrow. And it's my birthday, so I'm giving you a gift.
On Saturday, she said he was supposed to bring them to the mom, but never showed. Shortly after that, the Amber Alert went out because of concerns for the boys' safety.
Dane, if there's any small chance that you would see this, that your family cares about you and we're worried about you. And we just need to know you're safe. We need to know you're safe. We want to know where you are. And please bring the babies home. Give them the life that they were meant to have.
Authorities said they could be in a black Toyota Camry with a Utah license plate.
He is so cute.
1HL, but the car could have temporary tags and the plates might not be visible. Kate also said Will is walking now, but it's more of a waddle walk. He has big blue eyes and dimples. Wesley is crawling and is a very happy baby. Just hoping they are found soon.
Then we'll be able to breathe.
Now again, please be on the lookout for a black Toyota Camry for these boys and their father. The family says they could be anywhere and in any state. Anyone who might have information as to where they might be is asked to call 911.
And do that. If you know something, if you saw something, if you heard something, you need to say something. And you can call. I've got the number pinned on the actual live on chat, and then after this live is posted, I'll be able to post in the comments below the video, and I will have pinned where you need to call. You can also just call 911 if you have information. Anything, any detail could help, and it's going to take everyone to find these babies. Danny says, replay crew, here I come. I see you guys tomorrow. Love you, Danny. Thank you, lovely. Looking forward to it. J.E. Girl says, these cute babies. I know, right? Okay. Here we go. I believe this is the mother's interview. Are you ready? This is heartbreaking. Can you imagine knowing something is so wrong? Your babies are with your ex. You're in a custody battle. He's financially in ruins. You call in a wellness check because he doesn't come to court. They come back and tell you there's a moving van in front of his house, but nothing seems off. It's not for 3 days. 3 days that he's supposed to return these kids. So for 3 days, your hands are physically tied and you don't get to know if anything. Nobody was doing anything for 3 days because of this little loophole that it's his time to have the children. Gave him a 3-day head start, if not more, because that's when he didn't show up for court. So how long was Dane actually gone for before they did this? A week? 10 days? I don't know. When's the last time that the babies were seen? Was it the last time the babies were seen was when he picked them up? I don't know. It's really scary. So he says, please do like and share this video. Let's get the word out there. These beautiful babies. Indeed. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Misty Gillian Water says, I pray for these babies' safety and return. I agree. I pray too. Heartbreaking. Right, Lynn? Right. Okay. I think this is Mama's interview, you guys.
Where the desperate search is on for 2 toddlers who are believed... Now to Utah, where the desperate search is on for 2 toddlers who are believed to have been abducted by their father, Dane Richman. Richman is now charged with 2 counts of custodial interference, a 3rd-degree felony, and a warrant has been issued for his arrest. The Utah Department of Public Safety has issued an Amber Alert for the 2 little boys. Wesley Richman is just 10 months old, and Will Richman is almost 2 years old. Authorities believe their father, Dane Richman, may have taken them over the state line and that the children may face imminent danger of injury or even death. Richman and his ex-wife were right in the midst of a custody dispute when he suddenly vanished. The children's mother says she flew into Utah for a deposition, but her ex-husband never showed up, and neither did the children. When she tried calling him, she says he did not pick up. The Amber Alert warned that Richman is in dire financial straits and had abandoned his home after selling off his belongings. He is believed to be traveling in a black 2025 Toyota Camry with license plate A561HL. Take a good look here.
Okay, take a good look. Let's make it bigger. We have Dane Richman. He's 46 years old. You can see he's got kind of brown hair. He's got green eyes. He's 6'2". He's 195 pounds. We've got this little baby, Will Richman, who's just 1. And then we got little bitty baby, Wesley, who's only 10 months old. Okay, let me get it over here for you. Just a minute, y'all. I'll get it small again. All right, here we go. This is the mother.
Work exclusive, Wesley Thomas. Thank you very much for coming on the show, and we're so sorry for what you are going through right now.
Thank you.
Thank
you for having me.
Absolutely. We want to shine a light on this. We want to get these pictures out so that everybody can see this. You must be beside yourself with worry over your children, of course. Have you heard anything about their whereabouts or where your ex-husband may be after him not showing up?
No, we don't have any idea where he could be at this point.
How about any other family members that knew him? I assume that you've reached out to anybody that he may know. Has anybody said anything?
Yeah, I'm standing here actually with 3 of his sisters. He has not spoken to most of his family in quite some time. So no, we don't have any information.
Okay, that's another really scary thought. He has been disconnected from his own family for quite some time, she said, and not speaking to his own family. Buzzard, Melody Buzzard. This case reminds me of Melody Buzzard. This case is reminding me of Decker's. I'm terrified. I know the mother has got to be terrified. Zoe says that poor mom, I honestly can't imagine. I'm just... That's why I said I wasn't going to go live today, but when I saw this interview with the mother, I was like, I got to get those babies' names out there. Misty said also prayers for the mom, for will and strength for her. Yes. This is a nightmare. It is, Jennyville. It's just heartbreaking.
Has he ever done anything like this? Did you have any indication that your ex-husband might take off?
I don't want to touch too much on that, but there was some indication.
So she's probably being very, very cautious not to upset him, because he could very well be watching to see, you know, if information goes out. But if he is in financial dire straits, how is he going to afford to feed the babies and house them? And I don't get that. I'm just, Nikki says, oh, so definitely some issues and more to come out of the dad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's certainly, very worrisome, of course, with all of the details of him not showing up at this deposition. In Utah, authorities think that your ex may have actually crossed state lines with the kids, something that he was not allowed to do according to the custody agreement, right? Can you tell us anything more about what he was allowed to do and what he wasn't?
Yeah, he was not allowed to cross state lines. At this time, I don't know if he has or has not, so I cannot confirm if he has or has not.
Yeah, and he didn't show up for that deposition that we were talking about. And then you find out, after all of this, I can imagine how fast your heart must have been beating when he didn't show up. And then you find out that he fired his attorney. Has that attorney said anything about your ex? Have you talked to him or her?
She's been cooperating and providing us, what she is legally allowed to provide.
He fired his custody attorney. This is not looking good, you guys.
So she has been cooperative. Yes.
Any kind of tracking device on the car? Anything at all that anybody has been able to find out about where he may have gone?
I don't have that information, no.
And let's talk about this Amber Alert. It's out right now, and it's also warned that your ex is, quote, seriously depressed and in dire financial straits. So what are you thinking about right now as we sit here today? Where do you think he went? What do you think he could do?
I honestly, I don't know, and I can't really touch too much on his mental state. I'm just beside myself. I just really want to get my kids home. I want to get my kids back, and I pray every day that they're okay and they're safe, and that he's gonna bring them back. He's gonna surrender them back to me, or that we find him. So that's really what I'm focusing on right now, is just praying and hope, and that I'm gonna get those kids back.
Well, and we are praying and hoping with you too, and that's why we're doing this segment. We want to put these pictures out there. We want everyone to look at these faces, because if you see something, say something.
See
Call the
something, say
authorities.
something.
And that is what we need people to do. What message do you want to tell him if he's watching, if he hears this broadcast, if anybody who knows him hears this broadcast? What do you want to say to him?
There are so many people that still love and care about you, and just please just take the boys somewhere safe. Take them to a hospital or a fire station and just surrender. And this doesn't have to define the rest of your life. And just, you are their father. You will always be their father. Just please bring those boys back safely.
Lizzie Tomich, I want to thank you very much for being here. We are going to keep on this story. We will keep these images.
Okay, let me see about this one. Okay, this is the neighbor's interview of the father. This gets weird, like, already. First of all, the neighbor is wearing a hat that says, "But did you do it?" Just coincidentally, because it's something about climbing the mountain, right? In the area, their mountain. And it says, "But did you do it?" And then here we are, he's the neighbor being interviewed about what he's been seeing going on over at the father's house before Thursday. And he's the dad, Dane. He's been selling off his stuff. This is just not a good sign.
Neighbors in Saratoga Springs speaking on an Amber Alert for two little boys who are brothers.
Police say the boy's father did not return them after a scheduled custody visit, and now investigators are...
Look at that house. This is not a cheap property, you guys. This is like a $750,000 house. $750,000 house. How did things go so bad so quick?
trying to determine when the family was last seen. Our Christian Sita joins us live in Saratoga Springs with what neighbors had to say. Christian.
That's the house behind me.
Neighbors tell me that they're shocked by what's unfolding here in their community and hope these boys are found safe. An Amber Alert continues for two young brothers, Wesley Dane Richman, a 10-month-old, and Will Thomas Richman, a 1-year-old, after police say their father, Dane Richman, failed to return them following a scheduled custody visit. Investigators say the children's mother contacted police Thursday requesting a welfare check after the father missed a court-related deposition connected to an ongoing custody case.
Okay, hold on. So again, the mother contacted the police. It was like, I need to know if my babies are okay. Can you please go do a wellness check of their fathers, my ex? He has them on visitation right now and he missed court today. So they go there. No one's home. There's a moving van in the driveway. But they come back and report that everything seems normal, nothing out of place. So her hands are tied for 3 days, from Thursday all the way till Saturday, when finally that clock hits that time that the courts say it's her turn to have the babies. Now she can get an Amber Alert. Now she can take action. That's got to change. We can't have laws like that. As a parent, you should be able to know if your kid is physically okay at all times. If the other parent isn't picking up the phone and you don't know if they're okay, and the police can't locate them to check if this child's okay, especially when obviously it's known that this other parent is going through financial dire straits, deep depression. Why would the courts have decided that that was okay to hand these children over to that parent in the first place? How did they at what point would you have said, I don't think he's mentally stable enough? But the way the courts do it, and unless there is a charge, they really don't work with it that much. They have to have a hard copy that there's something wrong with the person. And if you're the ex, you don't have the doctor privilege of saying, okay, well, here's all his doctor forms. So you're in a pinch point. My ear is itching like deep down in there. Maybe that means we're going to hear good news. I mean, it's like itching down in here. Chainville, the system, ugh. But to have to sit for 3 days and knowing that nobody's doing anything to find your kids. Nobody's doing anything because it's not your turn. That's not okay. J Girl, hello, love you, say I agree. Lynn on YouTube says they are too young to go even 2 days without speaking on the phone with their mother. I agree.
Officers responded to the Saratoga Springs home but found no one there and no immediate signs of concern. Then Saturday, when the children were supposed to be returned during a planned custody exchange, the mother again contacted police after no one showed up. That second call triggered the Amber Alert process. Now, as investigators search for answers, neighbors say they never expected something like this to happen here.
Yeah, it's generally a pretty quiet, peaceful community.
Chris Gage says the only unusual thing he remembers seeing recently was people moving items out of Richman's home.
Most anybody saw around here was some trucks coming to get some furniture and stuff like that, moving things out of the house.
He says the situation has left many in the area heartbroken.
I hope that everything comes out okay. I'm hopeful for the kids and the mother, who has to be devastated as all heck right now.
And as the search continues, he says it's a reminder that tragedy can hit any community.
It's definitely something that no one ever really expects. You never know what's going through your neighbor's mind and things like that.
I don't know, you guys. So here you go. This is from the Awareness Foundation, and it says Amber Alert authorities are searching for brothers Wesley Dane Richman and 1-year-old Will Thomas Richman, who were allegedly taken by 46-year-old Dane Stephen Richman, I don't like that name, Stefan, in Saratoga Springs, Utah on May 16, 2026. Authorities are deeply concerned for the children's safety. Dane Stephen Richman has reportedly been severely depressed, struggling financially, selling possessions, and leaving his home. Now again, you guys, that license plate of that black 2025 Toyota Camry is A as in Apple 561HL. So A561HL. Henry Leonard. So Apple 561 Henry Leonard. May also be displaying temporary tags. So if you see anything, you hear anything, you know anything, please call immediately the Central Utah authorities at 801-798-5600 or call 911. Please make sure that you take the action if you do know something. You might be the one that rescues these children by placing a call that you saw a man in a black Toyota Camry with 2 kids at a gas station somewhere. I don't care if it's in Alaska. Please call it in. So I do want to know, are the boys okay? And there's really no way for me to know that. But what are they going through? And hopefully I'll be able to find some answers. Now, some of you, the little cases like this, the little baby cases, are just too hard. Emmanuel Hara was one of the hardest cases I've covered, other than like Harmony Montgomery. That was the worst. Harmony Montgomery's case like almost drove me insane. Thank God Adam, her dad, is in prison for it. I mean, we had to stick it out, right? Blue Rose Rambling says, I don't think they can present someone else's health records in court, HIPAA laws, except for a divorce. And Jennifer says, Blue Rose, here in Missouri, you can most certainly pull mental health records for custody battles. Okay. You guys, making sure you can see that logo. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me get all fancy here for you. I'm self-sponsoring and I have a shop. And it is Dex1111.com or 1111dex.com. I don't even know my own website. 1111dex.com, just 4 ones, dex.com. And you can check out all kinds of my true crime memorabilia, a lot of beautiful things. I will be adding my paintings soon, so you'll have to look across the tab to find paintings, and you'll be able to check that out. In the meantime, this is our personal little logo version of the True Crime Junkie. There's a lot of True Crime Junkie stuff out there, but might find something you like. There's a lot of good stuff in the shop. It's not a store. We don't have 50 of everything. We have one of this. So if you see it, get it before somebody else grabs it. What I do is I do a lot of shopping and find very unique, wonderful items. After knowing you guys for as good as I have in chat all these years and everything, I've learned the kind of things you like. So I'm like your personal shopper, only you gotta pay for it. All right, my lovelies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Beautiful paintings. Thank you. You want to see my paintings one more time? And then we're going to look at them beautiful faces of them babies, Wesley and William. Okay, y'all. There's my landscape, or my ocean scene. And with that being said, I can lose the hat. If you would like to continue on with me, I greatly appreciate it. Let me get my babies. I just adore them. I know they're not mine, but I would love them, and I would take good care of them. I mean, I can remember when mine were that little. They were about that far apart, too. Now they're 22 and 23. It's wild. Tilly says these boys are so young. Please keep them safe. Bring them back home to their mommy. Yes, yes. All right. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Zozo. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're heading over with me, we're going to pull some cards. Now, I don't promise you that I'm going to have answers. I promise you I'm going to share what the cards are saying. Now, if that's not your thing, I totally understand. I'll see you again very soon. But if that is your thing, join me and let's see if we can get some answers here and find out anything at all. I just want to know. We know nothing at this point. Are the babies okay? What's going on? And with your help, we're going to stay on the case until the boys are found, I pray. I mean, if it turned into years, I can't say we'll be able to do much. But as long as there's hope, we'll do our very best. All right, with that being said, I want to say thank you humbly. Say a prayer for these little babies. We'll be back on the Nancy Guthrie case very soon again. Just needed to get these little faces out there for Wesley and for William Richman. All right, loves, say a prayer for them all. I love you. Thank you for the hypes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for everything you do, because you're amazing. And I will see you again soon.
I was born to the dirt. I shall return when my eyes are closed. In the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome. No, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise. From the darkness to the light, I feel alive. I'm a fire, burning bright, I'll never die. could feel